Are you tired of living on Earth? Do you want to venture to somewhere new and exotic? Come check out the Next Frontier. The Next Frontier is a 125-acre state-of-the-art community located in the middle of nowhere Mars, Milky Way galaxy. This newly built community has all the essentials you'll need. We have a panel of experts today, Koji, Reed, and Cabin, to answer any questions you may have about the community.
Mars? No way! Is that even safe? How can you live in space?
Yes, of course. We have brought together the world's brightest minds to carefully design the space oasis. Our double-paned ellipsoidal bubble made of fused silica and aluminum silicate glass protects the inhabitants from all the perils of space and provides a comfortable living environment.
What about electricity and climate control? Aren't we all going to be very cold in space?
Our state-of-the-art solar panels, covering about 15 acres, produce a whopping 105 megawatt-hour per day. How do we provide electricity at night, you may ask? We use about 75% of the electricity is produced from the solar panels to create the hydrogen through the process of electrolysis. We store this hydrogen in large storage tanks for use in alkaline fuel cells at night. This also allows us to have electricity when there is a dust storms that block the sun from reaching the solar panels.
But how are solar panels and hydrogen cells going to work? Is that something the potential residents of the Next Frontier should be worried about working?
Residents of the Next Frontier should be very comfortable in the climate-controlled dome. The designers and engineers can confidently say that it'll be 75 degrees Fahrenheit all the time. The technology we use is currently used in space.
A solar panel is actually comprised of many smaller units called photovoltaic cells made of gallium arsenide. A solar panel works by allowing particles of light to knock electrons free from atoms. This generates a flow of electricity, and the solar panels are wired directly to the battery through a diode, which prevents the battery current from flowing back through the solar cell at night.
The alkaline fuel cell is really just a continuous electrochemical reaction that generates a flow of electrons from the anode to the cathode. The reaction that occurs at the anode involves hydrogen and hydroxide ions reacting to form water, releasing electrons. The reaction that occurs at the cathode involves oxygen, water, and electrons from the anode to form hydroxyl ions. These hydroxyl ions diffuse across the electrolyte to then react with the hydrogen entering at the anode, repeating the process.
You may be asking yourself, what about all the things that can go wrong? Don't things break in space and people could die?
Luckily, our team of professional engineers has carefully thought through our design against every possible mode of failure.
By placing the solar panels and alkaline fuel cells inside our climate-controlled bubble, they are protected from corrosion by the many dust storms that occur on Mars, damage from extreme temperatures, and wind damage. Since the inside of the bubble will have a similar atmosphere and temperature as Earth, the reliability of the solar panels and alkaline fuel cells has already been proven.
What makes us so sure the bubble will be able to withstand meteors, hotspots, wind damage, extreme temperatures, and anything else Mars can throw at it? Because this is exactly the kind of harsh environment the patented double-paned fused silica aluminum silicate glass ceramic bubble was designed for. In fact, fused silica glass can withstand temperatures in excess of 1,000 degrees Celsius. This, in combination with its extremely small coefficient of thermal expansion, ensure it can withstand extreme temperatures.
Thank you, Koji, Reed, and Cabin, for telling us more about the technology that makes the Next Frontier the best place in the galaxy to live. If you're interested in reserving your spot or want more information, please call 1-800-EARTH-OUT or visit us at www.thebestplaceinthegalaxy.com.